Media covers your story will be built from the ground up. King, dominate. He's a motherfucker, the only motherfucker, Jason Lee.
All right, welcome back to an all-new episode of the Jason Lee Show. Now listen, before I said I had a top third person that I've interviewed ever, but I have to say in front of everybody, she's probably my favorite. No, she's my favorite. Please welcome actress and everything to all of us, Miss Jenifer Lewis.
Hi.
Now, before we started, I said the mother of Black Hollywood, but at this point, you're the mother of all Hollywood, right?
I'm the mother of the world right now.
So,
Shit, with what we just went through,
no,
I had to mother everybody.
Are you suffering from post-election stress disorder like I am?
You know, we all are. And that's why I showed up, Jason. We all need comforting right now. Oh, we need comfort and joy. But I'm going to talk about getting up to fight a little later. But right now, I want everybody to sit still and go inside, because we're going to need that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to need, what is it that James Baldwin said? Love is not a popular movement. We're going to have to go inside now and love each other.
The last time you were here, we had lots of conversation about your first book, The Mother of Black Hollywood, which I have to say, New York best-time seller, and it encouraged me and inspired me to go and write my own book. And I know I've told you that off camera, but I wanted to say, those of you that love my book and have read it, that came out of our interview where you inspired us to go and tell our own story. Because oftentimes people control our narratives or write our narratives. You were really big on us controlling our own story and telling it.
Absolutely. And writing is the tool. I say it on every interview. Journal. I actually had to laugh at myself. I had to laugh at myself when I said, journal and talk about what you want to do and who you are. And if you don't know, make some shit up. I had to laugh at myself when I said that. But it's true. Write something down. And I wanted to say this today. Write a letter to yourself right now. Write a letter to yourself and tell yourself who you are right now. Because under a dictatorship, we will change. So be very careful to do a lot of self-care right now. Take care of yourself so you'll know who you are and know that you have to show up now. After we mourn, after we process what has happened, this might be one of the worst things we'll ever see. But we've seen worse. If they can take those hoses up their asses in the 60s, if they can take those dogs at their arms and their feet and their torsos and their faces and their heads, oh, we will rise. We will rise up and we will pay attention and we will make Harriet Tubman proud of us and Mandela proud of us. Did they stop? Somebody asked me if I was going to leave the country. Did Harriet leave the country? Did she get a first-class ticket on American and fly out of here? No. She had to wake up on her period with rags between her legs. She couldn't tell them I can't go because I'm on my period. You better wake up. You better call the ancestors when you can't go another step.
When you talk about self-love, going back to our first interview, I listened to everything you said in the interview, and I think even as we circle all the way back to where you just left off, because I do want to get into the election, and I talked about post-election stress disorder, because I think so many people are not only disconnected from the world, from our history, from our ancestors, but from ourselves. In our first interview, you said, and I was weighing, I think, 300-something pounds at the time. You said, go in that mirror. Have you ever looked in the mirror and looked at yourself and said, I love you, until or stared at yourself in the mirror until those tears started rolling down your eyes? And I thought, This is the craziest thing in the world. Until one day I caught myself in the bathroom and I stood there and I did it as a lesson just to see. And it was really hard to even look at myself, not just because of physicality, but because of you had to really sit and stand in it.
Come on, Jason.
How do you think, one, people find the courage to do that? And two, why are more people not connected to the soul of who they are as a person?
You know, we are as sick as our secrets. Sit down and write. Sit down and write who you are and what happened to you. Not what's wrong with you, but what happened to you that you can't get out of bed. What happened to you that you sit silent on a sofa and not get up and vote? 60 million people didn't vote. Those are the people we have to be curious about. What's wrong? What happened? It comes from the inside, Jason. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. It's inside out. If you're feeling not in control, if you're feeling not in control, then it's reflecting what's outside of you. Come on, people. It's the Wizard of Oz. It's right in your back. It's the Wizard of Oz. It's right in your backyard. But it takes more than clicking your heels 3 times. Mm-hmm. You got to go down to the root of your problems. Mm-hmm. You got to go down to the root of you've got to go down to the root of your pain. You can't snatch it out like a weed because it'll grow back. There are no shortcuts to greatness. And greatness is simply telling the truth, telling yourself the truth about you. Don't try to control nobody else. And you can't run, by the way. I say this in all my interviews. There's nowhere to run. You'll meet yourself when you get there.
And then as it relates to the election, what do you think this election said about us as a country?
Wow. At least we thought we were free and able to navigate the racism, navigate the disrespect. And now it's going to be in our faces. They will change the laws. They will disrespect us. They will dismiss us. But we will resist. And after we resist, we will insist. And in that insisting, we will persist. There's no stopping. There's no stopping a wave that's tall as the Alps. We know who we are. We know our power because we know grace. We know what came before us. And we know we can't sit down, and we won't.
But when you look at what happened, I mean, you of course have seen the civil rights movement. You've seen the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's and all of that. This generation is on TikTok and distracted by everything other than focusing on the lineage between what we're experiencing now and what people have fought for rights.
When it comes to their door, and it will. Mm-hmm. It will come when your favorite sister is raped by your alcoholic uncle, and she's 12 or 13. And she seeks out a back alley abortion and gets an infection from that. And you're rushing her to the hospital, but you're in the back seat with her. And she dies right at the door of the hospital because they won't help her. That's when you'll wake up. That's when you'll put your phone down and stop taking so many selfies. Oh, you'll come off social media when you lose that favorite niece or that favorite cousin because they got a back alley abortion and died from it. That's when you'll wake up. You'll stand up. Oh, and you'll fight then. So I say to all of you, don't wait. Don't wait till it comes to the door. Don't sit silent. Go to city council meetings. Go to zoning meetings. These are the people that are raising your rent, and nobody's stopping them from doing it.
We can't just say I became the city councilman back home.
I know, Jason! A city council, yes.
But listen, I thought about you on the whole way through the campaign trail, because even when I run into you in New Orleans, every conversation we have, you're very specific about us being involved in our communities.
Absolutely.
And being involved in politics.
Go to these meetings. Don't let these people sit and make laws that are going to affect you. That orange fool, I can't even call his name. He has said there will be no immunity
for police officers
that will shoot you in your back.
Or in your house.
There will be no justice. Oh. I don't know what to say. It's so much to say. And that's why I keep going back to love. Because we got to balance that hate. I said it. To hate the tyrant is to become the tyrant. Now, you can sit now and bitch and moan after the election results. You can cry, mourn, grieve even. But then you have to get up. You have to use the tools I'm telling you to use. Write. I didn't say get on the computer. Write.
Who's to blame? Do you think Kamala's to blame, the Democrats to blame, women, Latinos, immigrants, black folk? Who's to blame for how we got here?
We're all to blame. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The world is a reflection of us. Yes? Take responsibility for what has happened. And then you'll do something about it. No, you don't get to say, oh, it's their fault. You don't get to point the finger at anybody for anything. Take responsibility for your whole life. What are you going to do about it? Mm-hmm. Listen to Stacey Abrams. Listen to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Come off TikTok and listen to the people you trust. Listen to the people you know are intelligent and know what these policies are all about. See, I have the platform. I don't claim to know it all. I claim to know what I've experienced in my 67 years, which is to go inside and do whatever I have to do to be in my skin in order to say to you, love yourself, so that love will not be a stranger when it comes.
Can I just say, can we give a round of applause for being a great-looking 67?
Come on now. I know I'm cute.
No, you listen, always. First of all, Jenifer is a recipient of the Fearlessness Award at the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards, and she is the only reason why we had to redesign our award, because she got on stage in front of everybody and said that it was the ugliest award that she ever gotten. Can I just tell you, that was followed by the sweetest compliment, but it was funny as hell, and right as you said it, I got on my napkin and I said, redo the award.
It was so ugly and clunky. I was like, oh no, honey, I can't put this in my house. And then lo and behold, in this beautiful box, you sent a beautiful, beautiful award. It's my favorite color too, that kind of light cobalt blue. And it's got the crown. It's beautiful, Jason.
But you gave us the really good compliment, and I have to tell you, I've watched that interview we did way back when, and I've watched it over and over and over, not only for the laughs, but for the game. You gave us the game as a business on how to evolve and how to really tap deeper into who we were as a brand. Mm-hmm. And I will never forget backstage, you and Lizzo connected and did that song with Tiffany Haddish. And again, that was around protecting women's rights. So you've been consistent. Where does that consistency come from? Is it you knowing who you are, knowing what the world needs, or a combination of both?
You know, when I got my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, it's one of the, you know, like, I was so humbled and, all right, I deserved it. No,
You did deserve it.
No, stop.
No,
I'm being silly. Okay.
You
I
deserve it.
No, I can't. I'll say surrender. I deserve it. But I told my family, friends, and fans, yes, my work, you know, I've been out here for decades, but it's the inner work that I did, the work off camera, the work off stage that has made me who I am. When I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, I was like, what the fuck is that? I went and got help. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't want to be crippled. And yes, I had all the symptoms. I had mania, rage. Woof, baby, that rage. It's like that, remember that commercial? Rage with them roaches screaming. That was me. Rage. Oh my God. Had so much rage.
And it would come out at any time?
Anywhere, at any time, honey. I could tell you stories about that rage. Oh my God, I picked up this girl in the dressing room when I was 19 years old and I held her up and I told her, I'd say, listen, you bitch, I can't give you my voice and I'll kill you, and threw her across the room. I was like, and then my producer, who loved me, you know, I was so talented. He said, Jen, you got all that talent, but you can't go throwing people on the floor. And I kicked a table once and hurt myself so badly. I didn't do no more kicking. Then I started throwing socks, you know, instead of like, you know, a vase, a big expensive vase, or this, just throw some shit out the window. No, I was nuts. And then at night, the darkness would fall. Those dark rooms I talk about. When I tell y'all to come out of those dark rooms, you know what I did though? I stayed under the covers. But I never closed the curtains. That light would come in there in the morning. Mm-hmm. You gotta fight for your sanity. You have to fight to pursue happiness. We're supposed to enjoy this life. It's not to be wasted and sit in pain all the time. You have to fight. It's 8 billion people on the planet now. Somebody will say yes. Okay. I can help you.
And not only be happy, but walking in your joy. And there's 8 billion people, but why are we still single? Because I'm looking for that person that's supposed to be mine. And you told that story about the scammer on the last show, but the way you laid it out in the book.
Oh, yeah. No, that was the con artist. Ain't no shame in my game. Y'all know that.
Now, you wore him out. Now, but he earned it.
He also I got him 8 years.
He went to prison?
I kept a private eye on him for 5 years. He went after 3 other women.
Wait, can we set it up just in case there's one person that did not hear the story? You met a guy.
I met a guy.
At a gym.
He had researched me on the internet, knew everything about me. And, you know, we got involved and he turned out, my girlfriend searched him out on the internet. See, they will send you to fake websites. They will take you to meet their mama and it won't even be his mama. But when he brought his kids to my house, that was when I softened and said, oh yeah, I'll invest. And yeah, let's think about a future.
So she meets this guy at the gym, LA Fitness. By the way, I didn't know you went to LA Fitness. We can work out together whenever you want, by the way.
I used to, honey, I don't go no more. I have my own
Well, she
gym.
has her own.
I don't have my own
She's
gym
rich.
now.
Let's be clear, when you call Jenifer, she's
I'm
at the
rich,
villa.
Bitch. But I always say, don't ask me for no money.
So she meets this guy at the gym. The guy starts love bombing you from the beginning. And guard is up for obvious reasons. She gets in her Mercedes. He gets in his car, but instantly calling, love bombing again.
Everything was a lie. He would text me, 10 times a day. And here's the thing, Jason, I wasn't used to that kind of dumb shit. I was getting my honorary doctorate. I was writing a commencement speech to send 11,000 students out into the world. I was getting a lifetime achievement award. I wasn't paying attention to that man. I wasn't paying attention to that man. I was like, oh yeah, baby, I'll be back, and yeah, I'll invest in that, and da-da-da-da. Pay attention to your instincts. I knew something was wrong. I didn't know what. I never thought anything that evil could touch me.
What do you think? What do you think knocked the wall down? Because in the book you write in detail. You've told the story, but you write in detail how you had this guard up. You were prepared for anything to come at you that wasn't right, but somewhere.
Look, I'm from the street. I should have saw this man coming, but I wasn't paying attention. I was being, walking in my joy, carrying on. Jenifer Lewis, Jenifer. Don't get so busy. Don't get so busy. No. He came like a thief in the night. And everything was a lie. Mm-hmm. And like I said, there was something in me that knew something was off. But I'll also admit this. Careful with your words. I had turned 52. And I remember coming down spiral staircase in my house. I said, oh my God, child, a man will only want me for my money now. Oops.
You put that in the universe.
Careful what you say. And lo and behold, a rapid chariot.
And he did something else that a lot of young women I see online posting videos on TikTok. He isolated you from one of your closest friends.
Oh, yeah. They will isolate you. They will lie. They will never give you time to think. Honey, watch that swindler tender shit or tender swindler. Whatever that shit is, it was classic. The lies. He said he was a Navy SEAL. I mean, the red flags I should have seen. But once again, and I'm going to talk about my fall in Africa, things don't happen to us. They happen for us. If you survive it, child, you can't control the world, but you are in charge of you. So you have to take responsibility for the bullshit choices you make. But are they bullshit choices? Or are they choices to learn from? The secret is to learn from the things that cause us discomfort and that melancholia that we sit in so often. So difficult to come out of depression. Go and see if you have a chemical imbalance in your brain. I do. I take 2 pills every morning. Well, 2.5 now. Got to be careful, because I didn't want to kill that orange fool. So, yeah. Take another little piece of pill.
What did you learn from the scammer?
What I learned from the scammer, that they're everywhere. And just like you'll never believe that your house will burn down, it just might. Pay attention. That was the big lesson, was pay attention. Because if your senses are alert, you'll smell it, taste it, see it, and hear it coming. But if you're dead inside, if your molecular structure is sleeping, if your cells are not dancing, then there's bound to be some kind of trouble somewhere. Pay attention. Who are you? What are you doing? What do you say to yourself in the morning? Do you say, let me love who I encounter today? If you're going shopping, do you see exactly what you want so you can get that and carry your ass back home and do something for somebody else? And by the way, If you find yourself not knowing what to do, go do something for somebody else. Oh, it's so rewarding. Even if it's good morning, even if it's I love you, how are you? And mean it. Don't just say, oh, how y'all doing? Good morning. Mean it. If there's a problem, say I'm sorry. Say it first. Even if you feel like you didn't do nothing, say I'm sorry. Be kind to one another. Oh my God, have you seen this video of the sister girls fighting at Spirit Airline, the counter?
Which one?
Oh my God, they're fighting so horribly.
There's multiple.
Spirit,
Spirit, they just tried to shoot down a Spirit plane in Haiti. I said, I'm not even going nowhere near
That's
Spirit.
Horrible, horrible. But it didn't matter what airline. What I'm talking about is the sister girls were filled with so much hate for one another. Mm-hmm. Guys, hate's got to come out of the vocabulary. Mm-hmm. Don't even say, oh, I hate that car. Keep hate out of your vocabulary.
Mm-hmm. Even when it relates to Donald Trump?
Yeah. Even when it relates to this new hideous and evil administration. To hate the tyrant is to become the tyrant. Why dis-ease yourself? Mm-hmm. Now, you know evil's out there. Mm-hmm. Don't let it on you. Don't let it on you. See, I had to take responsibility for that con artist.
Mm-hmm. That was a question I was thinking as you were talking. What responsibility did you play in that experience?
That's an interesting question. I'll tell you, it's funny. I tried to be normal. Oh, I'll be a mother to his kids. I'll get the house in the Palisades and settle down with this intelligent man. Had nothing to do with me. And by the way, once again, I didn't soften to invest in his business until I met his kids. And that's why I got his ass. Because he used his kids. Mm-hmm. Pussy's pussy, dick is dick. But don't use your kids. Don't fuck with no kids. I don't like that shit. So I told him, that classic line, you fucked with the wrong one, you dumb fool. You ignorant son of a bitch. He thought I wasn't gonna tell because I'm a celebrity. I'm like, nigga, please.
You told that story.
Please. Yeah. Are you insane? So I kept the private eye on him for 5 years. I mentioned that. The private eye got enough evidence. The FBI came to my house. It was fabulous. I said, the FBI. I was still in my robe. I said, oh, I forgot y'all were coming. Fabulous. Anyway, so the FBI came. They got the third girl he went after to wear a wire.
So he did multiple women. He's a career.
Oh, no, darling, oh my God, he started at 15. He'd been in and out of jail for like all these many years. But he was so good, Jason. That's why they call them con artists. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you the most painful thing about it. The most painful thing. I know how to bring myself through trials and tribulations because they're tools. But what hurt the most besides being mad at God for letting something like that happen to me, but then you learn. God ain't got nothing to do with it. You created that. And by the way, we all get mad at God sometimes. Don't stay mad too long. Don't hurt yourself. Take responsibility. But what hurt the most was, yes, I thought I was God's special one. Thought I was so special. How could you let this happen to me? Don't stay there too long. It's okay to ask that question, but don't stay there too long. Look in the mirror once again. What did you do? Because wherever there is a conflict, it's a two-way street, yes. Somebody did that and somebody did that. What did you do? Oh, that's a hard one. What did you do?
Well, it's hard because you have to admit you played a part.
Sha-na-na.
Was the sex good at least, though?
No, but he was pretty to look at. Tasty. He was pretty to look at. No, the sex wasn't good because there was no love in it. Something was crooked. But that shit couldn't happen now because I've done so much work since then. That's why I recovered from the fall in Africa. One of the things about the con artist that was really hurtful, you know, when you break up with somebody, one of the things you think about is, oh, he's hurting just as much as me. Not with a sociopath. No feelings at all. Very Donald Trump. No remorse, no feelings. You've never heard Donald Trump say, I'm sorry. He can't. The sociopath, he has no feelings.
Not even with the Central Park 5.
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did nothing wrong. That that's a, wow, I don't even know what to say about that thing. It's a thing. The evil goes so deep. No remorse. Human trash. It's trash. When you have no feelings. That's all we are is feelings. Feelings is the universal language, not words. Chinese woman come to your house screaming and hollering and pointing down the street, speaking Chinese. I'm not going to say, girl, what did you say? We're going to run down to the corner and pull that truck up off her kid. Because we know each other. You know when somebody's lying. If I'd have been paying attention, like I said, I knew something was wrong. I just didn't sit still long enough to figure out what it was. And you get in trouble doing that. You get in trouble ignoring your true feelings.
One of my favorite quotes in the Bible, warning comes before destruction. I say it all the time. But it's paying attention to those warning signs and not ignoring them because they're convenient or because we just don't want to deal with it.
Investigate before you invest.
Would you Google a person now? I mean, now are you researching a person, or do you have a process to go in to really look into who comes around you now?
Nobody comes around me now. There are no new people. I wish somebody new would try to come into my life. Child, please. I got about 10 good friends that I've known 40, 30 years. After the fall in Africa, I belong to God now. I conquered a dream. I got everything I wanted. Now my only focus is to give back and be a light. No preaching, no teaching, just being. And they'll see the light if they want to.
Okay, so one day I text Jenifer to do something. Could you do something? Could you come somewhere? And you FaceTime me, and you're laid out, and I could tell something was wrong, and you were crying and explained to me that you had just survived. Probably the craziest story. It's one of those stories that you hear from somebody, you go, no way. Yes way. You were in the Serengeti, which, by the way, you had told a story about a previous encounter there, and it was a great story on the last show.
Yeah.
But this trip wasn't as
This
fun.
was worse.
This was worse. You were in your room, taking a walk alongside the pool.
Well, it's pitch black out in the savannah. The sun has gone down in Africa, Tanzania. There's no street lights. It's pitch black. There was no moon. But there was enough light that if I'd seen a sign that said caution, I would have been cautious. And I'm la-di-da-di-da-di-da. The infinity pool is right here. Ooh. La-di-da-di-da, boom. In pitch black. I didn't know I was falling, and that was a good thing because I didn't tense up. When I fell, because I didn't know I was falling, I was completely relaxed. So I didn't break any bones. What was damaged was the right buttocks that took the hit, took the impact of the fall, my right buttocks. And when that happened, the socket that holds the femur in the hip bone went like this, right buttocks, and wow.
And that's after falling, was it 10 feet?
10 feet. I fell 10 feet off the balcony of my hotel room. Now, here's the catch, everybody. Sit down. Into wild animals. Now, because it was pitch black and I was in shock, I didn't see the Cape buffalo 5 feet from me. I didn't see the wildebeest out there. Thousands of them. But what I did hear was a lion roar. And I said this on Good Morning America. My first thought, and I swear, was what a headline.
Jenifer Lewis gets eaten by a lion.
The king ate the queen. But yeah, and I was able to wake up my girlfriend whose room was way in the back somewhere, but y'all know how loud I am. And when she ran to get help, that was when I heard the roar and I passed out.
And so when we were on the phone, you were explaining how you went from there, you went to Dubai, you had all these multiple surgeries.
The Maasai warriors were the only ones that were allowed down in that pit that I fell into because, of course, they've grown up with the animals. And they had the flashlights out into the savannah looking for, they didn't even put it on me yet. They had to see, was there a lion or, something coming. It was so surreal. It was, you can't make this shit up.
But as you're telling me the story on the phone, now listen, she fell 10 feet, almost to her death, in front of all these animals that could have eaten her, had to fly around to all these different countries and have surgery. The funniest part of it all, because there was some funny in it. You can't tell a story this serious and then not laugh because she's Jenifer Lewis. You said you got back and TMZ was there and you threatened them not to film you and put you out.
Oh, wait a minute. So wait a minute. Let me get to TMZ. Let me work myself up to TMZ.
Because you almost died, but then you still in the midst of almost dying and surviving.
Wait a minute. I want you to know that after I fell, the Maasai warriors rescued me. I was taken in a helicopter to an airstrip ambulance, flown into Kenya, had a 12-hour surgery in Nairobi, 6 days in ICU, and then Doctors Without Borders, who's a great organization, accompanied me back to the United States to monitor my pain. And then, of course, at the California Rehabilitation Institute for quite some time. So it has taken me 2 years to recover. And bitches, that shit. I could not walk for 8 months. But I was determined. I didn't know how not to come back. I never once became a victim and said, oh my God, I'll never walk again. The Jenifer Lewis, and I say this in my new book, the me that I had made before the fall. I didn't know how not to come back. I wish a bitch would. Nobody, listen. Nobody over 30 with this injury comes back without a limp.
And goes to the Masked Singer. Come on.
Oh, yeah. The Masked Singer called me when I was still in bed and couldn't walk because I was on a walker backstage. That's why they voted my ass off, because I was a liability. They were like, get that bitch out of here before she fall backstage on that walker. But yeah, Masked Singer called, and my friends made me do it because, I'd been in bed for so long. And they were like, Jenifer, get up and do something that you love to do. Come on. So I got up. It was kind of fun, too. It was so ignorant. Who puts Jenifer Lewis in a mask? Dumbass. But anyway.
But the thing is, The thing that you gotta love about you is, I mean, when we were on the phone, I was even concerned for you because you had sent me the videos of you rehabbing where you were like, none of us knew this was happening in your life because you are so private.
I didn't tell anybody. Oh, back to TMZ. When I got to LAX, I was so happy to be home. And they put a sheet over my head because they knew the press was out there. And I didn't tell anybody until a year and a half later.
Yeah.
I was in too much pain, y'all. You understand? When you hurt yourself like that, you're going to need all of your energy to heal. You can't have all that outside energy. Girl, what happened? Ooh, Jenifer Lewis got ate by a lion and all that shit. I couldn't deal with all that gossip and dumb shit. And then people, it happened right at the holidays. 2 years ago in about 5 days. It's the 2-year anniversary of the fall. And I just couldn't tell you. A lot of people were mad and like, we could have been praying for you. Well, you should have been praying for me already.
Right. And not think about you as Jenifer Lewis, the actress and all that. The person, your family was concerned, your family was distraught,
and
your siblings.
I could not let my siblings wake up and read that their baby sister was in ICU in Nairobi. Like I told Robin Roberts, what were they supposed to do? Fly down there and bring me flowers? By the way, I want one of these in my house as soon as I leave here. Matter of fact,
No, we'll let you take this. How about that?
Okay, good, because that's
we've never had anybody take these flowers, but you deserve all the flowers.
Have
I sent you flowers before?
Yes, you have.
I have sent you
big flowers.
Okay, because I sent flowers.
Listen, this is my favorite.
This is my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Also.
Wait, the TMZ. Tell us how you punked Harvey. Tell us how you punked Harvey.
Oh no, honey. Listen, they respect me over there. They called me. They said, Miss Lewis, we're aware that you landed in LAX on a stretcher. We need to know what happened. I said, the fuck you do? I said, now I gave y'all the con artist. I gave y'all George Floyd. Take your knee off my neck. All hands on deck. So when Don Lemon was there, I gave him a great interview. And, you know, TMZ has always been very respectful, but they were adamant. We need to know what happened. No, you don't. I am the mother of Black Hollywood, and you will respect me.
And they did.
And they did. And I gave Robin Roberts the exclusive, and then I called Harvey. I said, I'm ready to tell.
I'm glad you gave it to Robin because I love Robin.
Oh, well, she's been through so much.
Yeah.
I knew she would have compassion.
She's my favorite.
I knew she would tell the story as it should have been told. You know, not with all that gossip surrounded by it. I'm telling you, honey, people would have been saying, oh, I know what I was going to say. When I fell, it was right before Thanksgiving. And I knew people would be around the holiday table going, did you hear what happened to Jenifer Lewis? Oh, I couldn't stand that. Because you can imagine all the middle-aged African-American women that would have been like, oh my God, everybody loves me, Jason.
No, your interview from back in the day with me still goes viral on TikTok. It's everywhere.
I
People
know.
keep sending me the clips.
Oh, when I said that about the guy that said that about the tree, that's everywhere. Let's what do I want? Let's clear that when I said, what was it? Hold on. When I called him an Nigger, and I said, you got to go. It's brilliant.
It was brilliant.
The delivery
The
had
delivery,
to go viral.
listen, that delivery was everything.
But listen to me. Everybody's like, I can't believe she left a man for that. And go to the whole interview with Jason.
Yes, it was.
That built up. What happened when I told him about that tree, that he said, okay, let me just tell the story. I'm in the car with my boyfriend, and I look up, and you know, I walk in my joy. You can't title a book this and not be this.
Yes.
I walk in my joy. And I love nature. I'm a nature freak. And when I looked up, he was driving. I said, oh, that's a beautiful tree. And he looked at me with disdain. I should have said that. And said, you say that about every tree. And I was like, well,
You got to go. Wait, before we go anywhere else, we have a gift for you.
A gift?
Oh, yeah, because we know that you walk in your joy. And for those of you out there who don't want to respect it, well, guess what? She's also gardening in her joy.
Oh. You make me cry. Oh, Jason, I swear to you, I need this. I need this because now that I have my leg back, I can be in the garden, my love.
Well, and also we know that hoeing ain't easy.
I think that's brilliant. Okay, that's going in the garden, and hoeing ain't easy, especially when the con artists come for your ass. The swindler tender, the tender swindler. This is so nice.
You know,
Thank you, JJ.
You're welcome. I'm
You
sitting
poor
here.
bastard.
I'm sitting here with 2 herniated discs and can barely walk. You fell in the Serengeti, had all these surgeries, and you're just the inspiration that no matter what you go through, you got to fight through it. So today, when my back was hurting, I was like, there ain't no way you're gonna see me limp. You ain't gonna see me bent over.
And you didn't limp.
No, not at all.
And you look great.
Yeah.
During my recovery, I was able to study the human body. It's fascinating, magical. Feeling yourself with positivity. Physician, heal thyself. I would work into the wee hours of the morning after the physical therapist left. I would be on my Pilates machine, moving, and it was painful, but I kept going. But then it got really painful because I'd gotten off the pain medication. Because I kept saying, if I can feel it, I can fix it. Because I'd done body work all my life. Take care of your bodies. So one night, it's midnight, and it's so painful. I didn't know you could be alive and be in that much pain. So I sat up, I start crying, and I said these words, I need help. I need help. I need not just the physical therapist, but I need somebody to come in here and manipulate this leg. I got to call one of my celebrity friends, and I got to bring somebody from the Dodgers who take care of the injuries of the sportsmen. And who am I going to call? Who can I call? Oh my God, who can I call? Well, guess what came to mind? How about you call Jenifer Lewis? Oh, God was already there. But you know the old saying, you make one step, he'll make two. Ooh. I said, you call her. Call who everybody calls. I think you got the number. Now, Jenny, that's what my family calls me. I want you to lay back down. And I want you to give me 20 more. You'll give me 20 more, or I'll kill you myself. Now lay back and fix your body. Because if you can feel it, you can fix it.
What was your biggest lesson of survival in that whole experience?
I took an imaginary hose and filled every room in my house with liquid gratitude. And I swam in it. Jason, it'll take more than the Serengeti, baby. You gotta understand. It'll take more than fracturing an acetabulum. Couldn't even pronounce the word. It's an acetabulum. And let me say this to you. I learned not only that it happened for a reason, I was supposed to sit down and the lion's roar was, is that loud enough for you? You listen now? You think you're going back to St. Louis and sit back and drink red wine and smoke cigarettes and get high and eat gummies? and retire? Oh, that's what you're going to do after I've molded you for 65 years? I was 65 when I fell. Oh, that's what you're planning on doing? No, you're not. Let's see let's sit her down and show her what that feels like. And by the way, sit her down for a couple of years because she's a little stubborn. Going back to St. Louis to retire. I don't think so.
Wait, I went to St. Louis because I was talking to this Crip.
Yeah.
It was a Crip. It was the craziest experience ever. St. Louis has some really beautiful people in it.
Yeah.
And Sexy Red, too.
And what and who?
You don't know who Sexy Red is?
Sexy Red, child, please. I don't know nothing about who's sexy anymore. I know what? I haven't had sex in, 20 minutes now. But listen, hey, you gotta love me, right? But truly, it's grace.
Yeah.
I also defined grace while lying in that bed. Grace for me now is the space between breaths that compels you to take the next, that compels the next gesture, that compels the next prayer, that compels the next book you read, that compels the next person you're going to say I'm sorry to. The breath.
Speaking of grace, this just came to me. You were Will Smith's aunt on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. With the slap between him and Chris Rock, don't you think the world needs to give him grace?
Everybody deserves grace. That was one of the most depressing moments. See, because all of you are my children. That hurt when Diddy stomped that girl. That hurt. When y'all do terrible, horrible things, that hurts me. It hurts the ancestors. It hurts your parents. Y'all know better. Y'all know better than to be out there shooting one another, raping one another. Y'all know better. We all know better. Stop that. God damn it, stop yourselves from hurting each other so much. And you should know, if you don't, you're hurting yourself. And when you get diagnosed with a deadly disease, you'll be saying, oh, why me? Well, that's why. Because you are diseased. Be nice to each other. Grow up. Grow up and do everything to stop yourself. Because, baby, this Republican administration is coming for our asses. So if you don't know your way, you better find your way about now. It's time for us to stop hurting each other. It's time, my friend.
Well, we have another gift for you. I mean,
another gift?
You just.
I hope it's expensive, not a bunch of shovels and shit. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I can use that. That's very nice. Huh? Oh, y'all know I'm grateful. I talk so much shit. Ooh, ee, ooh, wada, wada, bing, bang. How silly am I? You think I'm happy?
You're everything.
You think I'm a happy person? And you think I don't care? You think I care about what people... Don't come for me. I don't care what I said that you don't like. You love yourself.
Well, I think the mother of Black Hollywood tells us what we need to hear.
This is so good. The mother of Black Holly, rap for my book, tap for my book, lips for my book, hips for my book. This is the cutest shit I've ever seen. I should put it right there in my head.
We should have said the mother of Black Hollywood Unlocked. She's the mother of
Unlocked,
Hollywood.
yes. Look at the Afro pics, y'all. Now, this is very sweet, Jason. Oh, I stuck them all in there. Everybody talking about they thought this was a wig. Honey, look, I'm promoting healthy black hair. That's why I wear my hair like this. Healthy black hair, where I can get in the swimming pool and move my body around. You see, people who won't get in the pool because of their hair. Y'all better move those bodies.
What happened to Oldish?
Oldish, between Lawrence and I, we were too busy.
Yeah,
You know that.
just too booked and busy.
And also, it was too much, child. We just spent 8 years together. Shit was exhausting. And I got to tell you, I didn't feel like being number one on the call sheet.
I saw you
I'm
said
67 now, honey. Leave me alone. Give me a couple of guest starring roles to come in there and steal the whole show. Yeah, you know I do. But what?
No, I saw you said that in your book that you didn't want to be the number one on the call sheet, but then also in the same breath, it almost sounded like it was validation at the thought of you being number one on the call sheet.
It was validation. I'm grateful for everything. You know, Jason, come on. Look at my career. But once again, my work was off camera and off stage. I spend most of my time, and this is real talk, in a state of bliss, my friend. Mm-hmm. Because I know it's okay to be scared, but we all must be unafraid. You must have that uncompromising foot forward that says, I deserve to be happy. And do everything in your power. If somebody's holding you back, it's a big planet. Get out of there. And once again, you'll meet yourself when you get there. So stand in the mirror before you leave. Do the work. Fight for your happiness. I'm happy. You know, awards and things are nice. But my nephew just moved in with me with 2 kids. It's just a cherry on top.
Speaking of scene stealer, Jenifer Lopez invited us to go and see the private viewing of her movie, and you stole that scene. The scene with you and the people. You were the Zodiac. What Zodiac were you?
I think I was Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were a perfect Gemini in that.
Yeah,
It was so good. That movie.
Well, Jenifer called me because she had seen my interview. I believe it was on the Breakfast Club, where I said, come out of those dark rooms. Mm-hmm. And she was very honest in this documentary. She talks about her own pain. And I appreciate when the younger generation reaches out to me. I don't have the answer, but I certainly have an answer. Mm-hmm. And usually that answer is you knew the answer to that question before you asked me. Mm-hmm. Listen. Sit still now after this election and listen. Mourn, then get up. But sit still and listen. What is your part? What did you do? Did you sit silent on the sofa? What about your children? What about your grandchildren not having air to breathe? Stop being so selfish and smart alecky. I ain't voting. Oh, it's coming to your door.
Whether you like it or not.
That's right. Yeah, when you go to get your Social Security, when you go to get a pension, once again, when your daughter is raped by your brother and gets pregnant, she'll go to jail. 9 times out of 10, he won't. Y'all better wake up. Wake up. We got things to do. Once again, get involved. When you say, oh, Miss Lewis, what to do? Look it up. Do some research.
Google is free.
Come together.
Yeah.
Google who?
Google is free.
Yeah. Learn your history. Read about Mandela. He didn't get up. He left all that hate on that island when he walked out of there and became president of the country that enslaved him for 27 years. Y'all better wake up. It ain't just about you. And by the way, in case you haven't figured this part out, we all God's babies, including them. So be careful not to judge and fill yourself with hate. We've got to balance this shit out. We got to balance this shit out. That don't mean sit back and be disrespected. Be smart. Listen to people who are smart. I gave you some names earlier. Go to the source. Go to the source. Go to the source of your pain. Go to the source of what's happening out here. We have a beautiful planet. What are you doing? What are you doing about it? It has to come from you. And by the way, you know what I found out?
What?
When I was in that bed? Ooh, this shit is exciting.
What, being in the bed?
No. What the things I learned, the things that came to me, the things I asked for. You see, I was forced to lay in that bed and be an observer of life. A human being opposed to a human doing. And I learned that I am responsible. And I would pray and put light around people that I loved and myself and my leg. But one thing I found out in all my work is that each of us is the nucleus of our own universe. We're part of this, y'all. We ain't nothing but flesh and blood and all that. It's the soul that's speaking. Who are you? What are you doing with this beautiful thing called life? We exist. We're breathing. The human body, once again, is a miracle. But the biggest thing I learned, Jason, you asked me that, and now I know. It'll sound very strange to you, but I don't care. I am the world, and so are you. And whatever you're doing is part of it. Make a difference. Plant your seed before you get out of here. Do something. Say something. Love something. Build something. Don't waste all of this. Look what you've come from. That last studio I was in was a dump. I remember walking in there going, oh my God, I didn't know who you were. I didn't care.
We said, before you came up, I said, the last time I interviewed her, that was a really shitty studio.
Oh, it was a dump. I was like, and you know, I didn't know about podcasts. I didn't even know what it was. I said, is it film? Or is it 3 cameras? Or what is it? Are we going on location?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about a podcast.
Look at us now.
It's wonderful, darling. I'm very proud of you.
You know, Babyface, he came to the award show after you were there, and you were the first one to say, I've been in this room many times at the Beverly Hilton. It's never looked like this. Now, everybody's saying it. And I'm like, Jenifer said it first.
Oh, yeah,
We appreciate it. But you missed this year, and for understandably so, but next year we need to have you there.
We'll see. I'm a big star now. Big star.
We know you're busy.
No. I'll be there for you whenever I can. You know that.
Of course.
Guys, wake up. Get off the sofa. Do something. I don't know what to tell you exactly what to do. You got to follow your own heart. Follow your heart. Listen to your spirit. That's all we are, is a big old light anyway. One big light. That's what I mean by I am the world. So are you. We're one. Just like if all 8 billion of us was right in this little hand, and we're moving around making choices, and since we're all squeezed in here, be nice.
Well, listen, we love anytime we get to share a space with Miss Jenifer Lewis. And although we sipped cappuccino and we were being nice, we do have to play some games before you get out of here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so now it's time for the games.
Wada wada bing bang.
So this is a game here that is a fan favorite at the show. We call it Smash or Pass. It's really simple. Now behind you is a paddle, right? Oh. Actually, because of our back injuries, here's yours.
This is so ignorant. See, that's why I don't come play with y'all. Smash or pass.
So,
is there anything that says kiss my ass pass?
Maybe we have a kiss my ass bell, but for this game we don't. It's really simple. Especially, we'll put a picture of somebody up here on the screen that you may recognize, and you'll say smash or.
Smash means fuck them, or get them. Pass means.
When you say it like that, it kind of makes it seem dirty.
Which one says fuck them and which one says I like them?
Smash is fuck them.
Okay.
Pass is absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one had dinner with him recently. Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, I like Lenny. Hi, Lenny. What's that?
Smash.
Smash. Hi, Lenny. He's fine as wine.
He doesn't age.
He doesn't. That's because he takes care of himself and he eats healthy. Hey, Lenny, listen. How old is he? Because that's one. That's one I would go off to an island with. All right, go on.
A private island?
Yes. Well, not Epstein Island.
He's 60.
Oh, honey, that's 7 years. Come on over. I saw Gail flirt with him once. Gail, honey. He's mine.
Gail is a hot girl.
Gail's a hot mess, girl. I like Gail.
We love Gail.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, the next person, Shannon Sharp.
Oh, everybody wants me to go on his show. I should go on his show because he gets a lot of young kids, and I got a lot to say, just like with you.
Yes.
I got a lot to say to the young kids, and he's funny, too.
Yeah, he blocked me, but you should go on his show.
He blocked you?
He did.
Child, please, ain't nobody got time for everybody blocking everybody. I've blocked the whole fucking world. Don't worry about him blocking you.
Yeah.
Let people block if they want to block.
You should go on his show. It would be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be great. That Cat Williams interview, baby, that shit was everything. I was like, what? And you know how to watch all that shit, but I like me some Cat. Cat, take it down.
To the ground. Okay, this next person. Why y'all put LL know he's married?
Is that L?
Yes, we're passing on LL. He's a married man.
Yeah, he's a married man. Hi, L.
But he's good looking.
I met him. I think we were in the audience of a sitcom once. He was with his family. Very nice guy.
Okay, this next person, I think he's single. Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, he wants to interview me. I'm going on his show soon. Hey, Stephen, is he married?
I don't think so.
Is he straight?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'll fuck him. 57? That's 10 years. I'll see you. Well, just get the bed ready or something when I get over there. Hey, Stephen. He's kind of cute. What does his teeth look like? He's not smiling. He's in purple. Tasty. All right, you know I love purple. Where's my purple coat?
It's in the back.
Yeah, tasty, Steve. Yes, go on.
Okay, I wonder if you know this next person. He was on the show not too long ago. Charleston White.
I don't know him. He's too young, but he's cute. I don't know him.
Yeah, Charleston White.
He's a child, for the love of the gods.
We'll move on. Okay, this person could take you out to the nicest restaurant of your choosing. He's rich. Jeff Bezos.
Didn't he just do some dumb shit?
He didn't. That was Elon.
Is Elon? Is this one married? Honey,
He's
that's
not married.
my
He's not
type.
married.
I ain't got time for no white man right now. I have had them in the past, but
Okay, well,
once you go black, you don't go back.
Well, here's a white man that you follow on social media, so we were thinking maybe throw this one in there too.
Who's that?
Wolf Blitzer.
Oh, no, I ain't fucking Wolf. He's smart though. I like him. He puts those dumb bastards who have no respect for anyone, puts them in this place. I like him.
Wolf does his research too. I like
yes,
a journalist.
He's very smart.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the real deal.
It's funny when you go to the White House, and I know you wrote in this book about your trip to the White House with the Obamas. When you were in the White House, isn't it very nostalgic that you start seeing not only like history on the walls, but then you run into the Wolves and the different people who are on our TV every day reporting?
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You walk into the White House and it's just, and just think the trash that's gonna be in it now. Oh my God.
Okay, don't throw up. One more person. What about this person? He just recently made $20 million, Mike Tyson.
Oh, hi, Mike. Bless his heart. Let me think, not about me being with him, but what I got from that fight. I didn't really watch it. I just watched. And I don't know what people are saying about it, but I think that white boy.
Jake Paul.
Yeah. I think him bowing. I think the world needed to see that right now. I don't know the politics behind it. I've heard people throwing the fight, whatever the hell. But Tyson looked good. God bless him. Still have his body. And I thought that bow, the world needed to see that kind of respect right now with where we are. So carry on, carry on. How many children does he have?
Mike? I don't know how many Mike has.
Yeah. Well, he needed to, make that money for his family. 5 children, yeah. He became a good guy later on in life. He really did. He humbled himself.
Yeah, he did that ayahuasca. I went on his show. He interviewed me. He did that ayahuasca journey where he had to kill his ego. And
all of that.
He
did some work.
Yeah.
He did some work, and everybody needs to do some work. He chose his, his line of work. Good for him. Because God damn, he had to be a monster to do what he did in the ring. I have watched him because I love athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch the best of the best.
Mm.
And he was truly the best when he was in the ring. God damn, he would knock your ass out, wouldn't he?
Or take a bite of your ear.
The ear bite. I was so glad that lion didn't bite my ear off. People, that rage, honey. Talk about that rage. You'll eat an ear.
All right, this next game is really simple. It's called Name Drop. We're gonna put a picture up, and if you recognize the person, the first thing that comes to mind, it could be a funny story, it could be some shade, it could be whatever comes to mind. All right, this first person, Quincy Jones.
Oh, Quincy. Hi, Quincy. Rest in peace. And, we all loved his music. No drama here.
Okay. This next person, friend of the show, Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, I live for Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. What is it? Bleach, blonde, bad, built body, bitch, mother. Yeah, she's fabulous.
Yes.
She came to the house not too long ago. They got us together to do a self-care promotion video for the election. And baby, I fanned out. I don't fan out. She came to my front door, I bowed down. I said, Betty Botter bought a basket of bitches, built, blonde, all that dumb shit. I said, Peter Piper, the pecker, pickle, pepper. She took them bees, and she also told me that she got that from her grandma. Her grandmother, like most of us from that era, we call people like we see it. Look at that watermelon head, boy. Look at that just any old thing. We call it like we see it, and it's just the truth. But I love Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. She's gonna be a great leader. And just let me say this. With what's coming our way, we're gonna need leaders who are unafraid to die. I'm one of them. So don't leave me out there by myself. Thank you. Love you too.
What about this next person, Amanda Seales?
Oh yeah, she's political on the internet. I follow her, I believe, because I went in and heard her say something very profound. But no, I don't follow. She's I'm glad. Look, any of y'all that got anything to say, whether I agree or not, carry on.
Just say it.
But say something. Stand up for something. Good for you, Amanda. Carry on.
Okay, this next person I know you know. Tracee Ellis Ross.
Tracee Ellis Ross. 8 years with Tracee Ellis Ross. Tracee Ellis Ross. Tracee Ellis Ross. Tracee Ellis Ross. You know, Tracee, when my mother died, we were in makeup and hair. And before my knees hit the floor, she caught me. She caught me before I fell. So if I ever hear anybody say anything about her, beat the shit out of them. It's my sister. That's 8 years.
When you're on a show like that, and you put a beautiful picture in the book of the cast, do you all stay in touch? Do you all just go on to do other things?
Rarely do we stay in touch. Off and on. You know, the kids, I see the kids. I'm so proud of the kids from Blackish. Anthony's so stupid. I can't stand him. He called me after the interview with Robin Roberts. And he said, "What is wrong with you? What are you trying to get an Oscar in an interview? Why are you so dramatic?" I couldn't do nothing but laugh because I was so dramatic in that interview. But I was still in a lot of pain. Fuck you, Anthony.
I'm surprised you haven't turned that into a documentary, or you probably will. Or will you?
I'm getting ready to do a one-woman comedy show about it. You know, talk about the baboons who had seen me on Fresh Prince and asked for a selfie while I was laying on the ground. And then it didn't come out. So he asked me, could he get another one?
Yeah.
Fucking baboon. I said, "You pink booty bitch." And then the hippopotamus came by. I said, "Now listen, you fat bitch. Have you heard of Ozempic?" And then the hyenas came by laughing. And then,
don't give the whole script. Let us go watch it. This is great.
Well, all of that.
But this is what I was getting on the phone with her as she was rehabbing. Like she was literally in. So you don't want to laugh because you're laying there.
You have to laugh through the pain. If laughing is the greatest healer, know that. And that's what I said when I was given my last will and testament when I thought I was going to die. Honey, laugh when there's nothing funny. You want to heal something, and you laugh. Live. Guys, this is not a rehearsal. Life is not a rehearsal. I said this again, and you've got to be happy on your way to happy. Even if you don't like what's going on, find something you can appreciate. Shit, if you're breathing, come on. Be grateful.
This next person, Candace Owens.
Oh, Candace. Little Candace. Oh, Candace. Oh, little Candace, honey. Little Candace. Candace. Oh, Candace. Candace. Hey, Candace. 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 Ooh, Candace. Candace.
That's all you really can say.
That's all you can say. She has children, right?
Yeah, child, yes.
A baby? Well, God bless you and your family. And that's why I'll say, once again, guys, we're all God's babies. And we live in the land of the free until January what?
20th.
Child wouldn't be surprised if after he takes that oath, his MAGA generals will come down the Capitol steps with the Constitution. He will take out his mushroom penis and he will jerk off on it. I have no idea what this lunatic is going to do. But we have one weapon. Know thyself. Take care of yourself. Tell yourself who you are now. Because under the demise of a dictator, you will change. And love is all you got to balance hate. Don't turn into them. Don't let them disrespect you either.
This next person is a friend of the show, Keke Palmer.
Oh, I love Keke. You know, the first time Keke saw me, so cute. She was still a child. And I was getting off an elevator, and I think she was going up in the elevator. Had we done something together? I don't know what it was. But when I first met little Keke Shepherd, she got off an elevator, saw me, and ran over, jumped up on me, and wrapped her legs around my waist. She said, "Oh, you're my favorite." Cute little old thing, talented as hell. Hot mess, you know, she's little me. She little Jenifer Lewis, little Keke. Hi, baby girl. I'm proud of you. Carry on.
This next woman, Beyonce.
Beyonce. Hey, Beyonce. You know, I appreciate Beyonce's, you know, when she's political. That thing she did with the taxi in the water, that whole that one.
Yeah, what was that with Formation?
Yeah, Formation, and this last album. Goodbye to what has been. Na, 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 na. Love that opening song she does. It's time, ooh, those lyrics. It's time to face the wind. It's time to let love in, and it's time to stand. She when she goes in, I just love her. She sang Blackbird, which is about the little Ruby Bridges who they wouldn't let go to school, the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you to record that, Beyonce. And all of your political work and standing up for what you believe in. I appreciate that about you. Mm-hmm.
All right, and this last person who was close to you, your mom.
Mama, 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 won't you come along with me? Mama, mama, ooh, mama, mama. My mama and I, you know, we had our differences, and you want to know about her, read The Mother of Black Hollywood, my memoir. The book opens with her cutting her boyfriend's arm damn near off. You can imagine the woman who raised me, gangster. Hey, mama, look at that picture. It was 1976. I used to just take a glob of makeup and go like this. That was my makeup. And then I'd go out on stage after I put on some lips. I've put my mother in meditation many times. And we are forgiving of each other now. It's a lot of work when you're mad at your parents for what they didn't do. A lot of us have conflict with our parents. And a lot of times it's bad. But remember, one cannot be where one is not. And believe it or not, we're all doing the best we can. Now, sometimes that's not good enough. I think it's a Patti LaBelle song that says, good intentions just ain't good enough. Well, guess what? They have to be, so that you can sleep at night and that you can breathe. The breath is everything. Get that rage out of your ass and learn to breathe. My mother was a great woman. She raised 7 children. She was 26 when she had me, and I was her 7th. You think she was a little exhausted? Ironing clothes, scrubbing white people's toilets, and then had to come home and deal with all of us. And I want to look in this camera and thank my mother for teaching me work ethics and to be honest. She was not affectionate, but she was a gangster, and she taught me a lot. Look at this picture. This is very funny. Look what I'm holding in my hand. That's an Afro pig. Baby, I have had this fro. And my mother used to say, when the Afro came out, because, you know, they were a conservative generation, she said, there will be no Afros in this house. Look at her hair. Badass Afro. That's my mama. We look alike, too. My mother spat me out. And my sisters and brothers tried to say I was adopted. Dumbasses. Look at me. I look just like her. I'm blessed, Jason. I'm blessed that I took the journey and paid attention to it and can sit here right now and shine so that you out there will see my light. And if yours is turned off, then turn that bitch on.
And listen, we're blessed that you're still sitting here because we're at Hollywood Unlocked, the show, and you know me, we love you. And we thank you for all your contributions to the culture. And when I say the culture, it's not just film and television, but it's to us. You know, you are a piece of us and we're a piece of you, and we appreciate you always pulling up. And we're glad that you're safe. And you're the only person to not only come on the show and get gifts, but steal our flowers.
Oh yeah, honey, I'm taking that off. That's going up in the room that I cocooned in when I was healing. That's going right up there.
All right, well, we love you.
I got some presents, wada wada bing bang. Jason Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for Jenifer Lewis. Hey, thanks so much for watching The Jason Lee Show. To watch more episodes like that, click right here. And if you want to see more, subscribe below and click that notification bell.